explanation of his relationship with the woman was absolutely fanciful and ridiculous. And he was the last few weeks is that Meghan has got no real income anymore. She's finished.
Right.
The Netflix series is over.
Got way beyond herself because she really doesn't understand the British royal family or Britain.
Oh, honey, let me tell you. When you put Meghan Markle and Prince Andrew in the same sentence, something just doesn't sit right. It sounds wrong, doesn't it? She was supposed to be the Hollywood darling who charmed her way into royalty, and he, well, he's the Queen's son, with more headlines than handshakes. Two totally different worlds, right? Except here's where it gets spicy. Those worlds overlapped long before Meghan ever said, I do. You see, the trails she walked and the parties she attended before meeting Prince Harry, they weren't random. They were connected, deeply connected to Andrew's glittering, secretive circle. And when the truth peeks through, that innocent little moment in Buckingham Palace where Meghan whispered, "Who's that standing next to your grandma?" Oh, it starts to sound like the performance of a lifetime. Picture this, Meghan standing in the palace, nerves buzzing like champagne bubbles, about to meet the Queen. The moment every little girl dreams of, but this one came with crowns, cameras, and the eyes of history staring straight at her. And then, from the side, walks in Prince Andrew, the Queen's son. Front and center. Not some distant royal you only hear about once a year. No, this was Andrew. Tabloid famous, scandal seasoned, known the world over. And Meghan turns wide-eyed, asking Harry like a clueless girl, "Who's that standing next to your grandma?" Girl, please.
Bauer just tore Meghan Markle's image to pieces. From yacht girl whispers to shocking royal...
She wanted everyone to see that moment as innocence. Like she didn't know the faces of the family she was marrying into. Like she was just this sweet outsider, untouched by royal gossip, unbothered by politics, just genuinely in love. That's the story we were sold, the American Cinderella who didn't even know what she was walking into. But once you start digging, oh baby, that innocent act starts to crumble faster than a cheap scone. Because Meghan hadn't just stumbled into Harry's world, she'd been orbiting it for years.
I thought that Meredith Maines, who is a very aggressive PR for the Sussexes.
And when I say years, I mean actual years of strategic moves. Those private yacht parties, high society gatherings, billionaire mixers where cameras weren't allowed. Meghan wasn't some Hollywood newbie bumping into fate. She was networking like a queen before she ever wore a tiara. That famous "Who's that" line? Oh, it wasn't naivety, it was narrative. A perfect little act to make her look like the innocent sweetheart who fell into a royal whirlwind by accident. But child, if you follow her trail back far enough, you'll see she'd already been walking through the same gilded hallways just with better lighting and fewer headlines.
Tom Bauer just discovered one of the most puzzling age mysteries in modern royal history. In his words, the version of Meghan the public...
Before suits, before red carpets and royal engagements, Meghan was already working her way up through rooms where the air smelled of money and the conversation could buy you access. She played the Hollywood game, but with a British twist. A journalist once recalled having drinks with her back when she was a nobody. Just another hopeful face trying to get noticed. And let me tell you, the girl wasn't just talking about auditions or acting dreams. No, Meghan was talking strategy. She wanted her name in the British press. She wanted into that world the one dripping in pearls and power. And she wasn't shy about it either. She dropped names, floated flirty connections, even tested the waters around footballer Ashley Cole. But when the reporter hinted that Ashley had a few messy rumors swirling around him, Meghan's face? Oh, honey, it fell faster than a royal approval rating. That wasn't embarrassment, it was calculation. She'd revealed too much, too soon. Even then, she was measuring her moves like a chess player. Because fame wasn't the goal, access was.
Because hoped it would show.
Oh, that's such a good point. Jobson?
Well, I mean,
Now let's bring in one name, Yuan Elash. Not your regular billionaire. No, sir. This one's old money rich. The kind who doesn't flaunt it because he doesn't have to. He ran in the same glittering circles as Prince Andrew. Same yachts, same destinations, same whispered gatherings. And guess what? Meghan's college friends remember that name. They remember her disappearing for weeks at a time, coming back with wild stories of luxury trips and secret parties on the Mediterranean. Yacht life, honey, with people whose names make the tabloids tremble. And every time she came back, there'd be that one name, Yuan, like a ghost that followed her stories. People thought she was exaggerating. Oh, that Meghan, always adding sparkle. But now, looking back, it fits a little too well. Those college trips weren't just vacations, they were introductions. You see, Meghan even mentioned once that she went to Thailand in 2001. Just a little comment in passing. And guess who else was there around that time? Prince Andrew. Oh, I know it could be a coincidence. But when coincidences start stacking up like champagne glasses, darling, it's no longer coincidence, it's choreography. As time rolled on, little pieces started fitting together. Meghan wasn't just showing up randomly at those exclusive Mediterranean gatherings. She was building a bridge, connection by connection, billionaire by billionaire, straight into royal circles. And that innocent semester abroad in Spain that she never talks about? That's another chapter people overlook. On paper, she was studying. But in reality, it looks like she was getting an education of a different kind: how to mingle, how to network, how to charm your way through doors that money alone can't open. Fast forward to 2012, Meghan's finally got that steady acting gig on Suits. But hold on, she wasn't a lead, she wasn't a star, not even the face of the show. Yet somehow, this background actress gets flown business class to Hong Kong. For what? Promotion. Except, actors at her level don't get luxury treatment like that. But Meghan did. And while she was there, she casually mentions during an interview that Prince Andrew was in town. Oh yes, she drops his name like it's a random fun fact. Girl, that's not small talk, that's signal. And guess what? That interview disappeared. Wiped off the face of the internet like it never happened. Not by accident, by order. And who else was in Hong Kong that week? Prince Andrew. The same days. The same city. The same luxury circuit. You see the pattern? She's never far. Always in orbit. Always close enough to cross paths, but never enough proof to catch it on camera. Then there's 2015 Istanbul. Soho House's grand opening, the event of the year. Exclusive doesn't even begin to cover it. Meghan's there, posing next to Oscar winner Eddie Redmayne. Everyone else in that photo gets named in the press except her. The Daily Mail literally cropped her out like she was a ghost. Imagine that! An ambitious actress craving British press, suddenly invisible. Either she was deliberately staying off radar or someone was keeping her that way. And get this, Prince Charles and Prince Harry were in Turkey that same weekend. The timing, the circles, the guest list, it's almost too perfect to be random. Now, who made it all possible? Ron Burkle, billionaire investor, owner of Soho House, and oh yes, deeply connected to both Meghan's world and Andrew's. Burkle didn't just open doors for Meghan, he walked her through them. When he flies you on his private jet, darling, that's not just networking, that's sponsorship, that's endorsement. It means the big players have decided you belong. And once Meghan had Burkle on her side, everything changed. Suddenly, she's at high-end fashion shows, elite dinners, even yacht parties where cameras mysteriously fail to appear. Photos pop up years later, Meghan in a white hat, lounging on a deck among people whose names never hit gossip pages. The kind of company where privacy isn't a request, it's a requirement. She wasn't the actress anymore. At those fashion events, the magazines didn't call her Meghan Markle from Suits. They called her model, socialite, or just left her unnamed like her identity itself was being rewritten. It's no longer about Hollywood hustle, it's about royal adjacency. Then came 2017 Jamaica. Oh, baby. This was the turning point. The wedding of Tom Inskip, one of Harry's oldest friends. That's where Harry and Meghan officially met. Or at least, that's the version we got. The setting? Private island, elite guest list, family royalty sprinkled like glitter. And Meghan didn't just show up, she arrived on Ron Burkle's private jet. A nobody actress doesn't get that kind of treatment unless she's part of something much bigger. And guess who else was there? Prince Andrew? Sarah Ferguson? Princess Eugenie, all attending the same celebration. But when you search for photos, nothing. Not a single picture of Andrew, Fergie, or Meghan. In 2017, when everyone had smartphones glued to their hands. That's not coincidence, that's control. Someone made sure certain faces stayed out of those pictures. It's the same signature we've seen all along, Meghan in the room, but never in the frame. By the time she officially started dating Harry, the groundwork had already been laid. She'd spent years in the right rooms, smiling at the right people, learning how to glide through circles that most folks can't even spell. And when that moment in Jamaica happened, she wasn't some random actress who caught a prince's eye. She was the woman who'd been preparing for that exact moment all along. So when people say, oh, she was just lucky, I laugh. Luck had nothing to do with it. It was precision. It was strategy. The kind that takes patience, charm, and a whole lot of social choreography. Meghan didn't climb the ladder. She built her own elevator, darling. And when she stood in Buckingham Palace later, next to Harry, glancing at Prince Andrew and asking, who's that standing next to your grandma? Maybe she really didn't know. Or maybe, just maybe, that line was her masterpiece. Because that's the moment she sealed her image, the innocent outsider, the girl who didn't even recognize the Queen's own son, the woman who stumbled into royalty, wide-eyed and overwhelmed by love, the perfect cover for someone who'd been preparing all along. You see, the smartest social climbers, they don't show you the climb. They show you the arrival. They act surprised at the summit, as if they just happened to land there. That's how Meghan played it, like magic. Because when the world believes your success was luck, they stop questioning the strategy behind it. So yes, when the palace doors opened and the cameras flashed, everyone saw a fairy tale. But behind the fairy lights, it was a game. A long, patient, brilliant game. Meghan didn't stumble into royalty, she built her staircase, one gilded step at a time. And by the time anyone realized what she'd done, she was already inside smiling, waving, and living her happily ever after. And you know what's wild? Sugar? By the time the world was fawning over her modern love story, the insiders weren't blinking. They'd seen it play out step by step. The yacht trips, the Soho parties, the fashion weeks, the strategic friendships with billionaires, every little move leading her closer to that glittering royal circle. She didn't just enter that world, she rehearsed it. Every glance, every conversation, every smile that seemed so innocent it was part of the long game. That's what makes her story both brilliant and chilling. Because when she finally stood next to the Queen, acting shy and overwhelmed, she wasn't new to the room. She was already part of it, just waiting for the spotlight to catch up. And the moment that camera clicked, the narrative was sealed forever. The sweet American girl who didn't even know who Prince Andrew was. Oh, baby, she knew. She'd been orbiting that family long before Harry ever said hello. But here's the twist that no one dares whisper out loud. Maybe Meghan's greatest talent wasn't acting on screen. It was performing in real life. She played her biggest role on the grandest stage imaginable. And the audience, oh, we all applauded. Because deep down, we love a fairy tale, even when it's written like a script. And by the time the credits rolled, Meghan Markle wasn't just the Duchess, she was the author of her own legend, the girl who made the impossible look effortless.